Welcome to our free learning university, Next Generation. Today's story is about a company that started in a small garage and ended up transforming the way the entire planet shops, reads, listens, and thinks about technology. This is the unbelievable rise of Amazon, from a simple online bookstore to a trillion-dollar empire. Let's rewind to the mid-1990s. The internet was new, unpredictable, and filled with endless possibilities. At this time, people were only beginning to explore online services. Most didn't even own a computer. But one man, a strategic analytical thinker who had a background in finance, saw something others didn't. He realized that the internet was growing at an unimaginable rate, 2,300% per year. And in that explosive growth, he saw an opportunity to build something massive. This man worked at a successful hedge fund in New York. He lived a comfortable life with a good salary. But comfort wasn't his dream. He wanted impact. He wanted to create something that would outlive him. So one day, sitting at his desk, he made a list of products that could be sold online. He thought about software, clothing, electronics, and then he saw it. Books. Books were perfect. Why? Because there were millions of titles worldwide, far more than any physical bookstore could ever carry. An online bookstore could hold them all. It could offer more choice, lower prices, and reach anyone with an internet connection. That's when the seed of Amazon was planted. He quit his high-paying job, took a road trip with his partner, and wrote the first draft of his business plan on the way. His parents believed in him so much that they gave him their life savings to fund his dream. He wasn't a celebrity. He wasn't a billionaire. He was just a man with a bold idea in a world that wasn't ready for it. He named his company Amazon, after the world's largest river, because he wanted to build the world's largest bookstore. And in July 1995, Amazon.com went live. The website was simple. It had no flashy design, no complicated animations, no endless features. Just a clean interface where people could search for books, place an order, and wait for them to arrive. In the first 30 days, Amazon sold books in all 50 U.S. states and over 45 countries around the world. Orders started flooding in. The founder and his small team worked in a cramped garage, packing books by hand, labeling boxes, and driving to the post office themselves. Every order felt like a victory, but he wasn't satisfied. He had a vision much bigger than books. His mind was already racing ahead, imagining a platform that would sell everything. But success didn't come easy. Most investors laughed at him. They called his idea foolish. People will never buy things online, they said. No one trusts the internet. The company wasn't making profit in the early years, but he didn't care. His goal wasn't short-term gain, it was long-term dominance. He believed something most people didn't. If you take care of the customer first, everything else follows. This became Amazon's core philosophy. In those early years, the company focused on three main principles. Customer obsession. Every decision was made to make the customer happy. Long-term thinking. Profits could wait. Building trust couldn't. Innovation. Always finding ways to move faster and smarter than competitors. His leadership style was intense. He set impossible goals. He expected perfection. But behind that strict vision was a simple idea, that Amazon could be the place where people find anything they want to buy. Online. As the late 1990s arrived, Amazon began expanding beyond books. They added music CDs, DVDs, and electronics. Slowly, the company started to look less like a bookstore and more like a digital marketplace, and customers loved it. Every new product category brought more traffic, more orders, and more belief in the vision. But with rapid growth came new problems. The company needed massive warehouses, better logistics, and more advanced technology to handle orders. Competitors began to appear. Investors were nervous. The pressure was building. Still, the founder kept saying something that would become legendary in the business world. It's always day one. This phrase meant Amazon would never act like a giant, lazy company. It would always act like a hungry startup, fast, flexible, and obsessed with serving customers better than anyone else. While other companies spent on advertisements, Amazon spent its money on faster shipping, lower prices, and better customer experience. And that difference began to show. Customers didn't just buy from Amazon, they trusted it. And trust is more powerful than marketing. By the late 1990s, Amazon had become one of the most talked about companies on the internet. It went public in 1997, raising millions of dollars to fund its rapid expansion. But the road ahead wasn't smooth. In the year 2000, the dot-com bubble burst, a massive crash that destroyed hundreds of internet companies overnight. Many online businesses disappeared forever. Amazon's stock price collapsed. Analysts said the company wouldn't survive. Competitors were failing left and right, but while others panicked, Amazon adapted. The founder knew that survival depended on two things: efficiency and customer trust. So he doubled down. He cut unnecessary costs, improved logistics, and focused only on the things that mattered. He made sure the company didn't just survive the storm, it came out stronger on the other side, and that's exactly what happened. Amazon didn't just survive the dot-com crash. It emerged as one of the few online businesses still standing, with a loyal customer base and a clear vision. The Garage Dream was now a real company, and it was just getting started. This was only the beginning of the empire. The early 2000s were a storm for many internet companies, but for Amazon, it was a test of strategy, courage, and vision. The founder knew this was his moment to prove everyone wrong. Amazon had survived the dot-com crash, but now it had to grow smarter to become the global giant he had always imagined. The company began to rebuild its foundation. Warehouses were expanded, delivery networks improved, and new technologies introduced to make every order faster and more reliable. While most companies were cutting down on innovation to save costs, Amazon was quietly building the future of e-commerce. One of the company's first big strategic moves was the creation of its own distribution centers. Instead of depending only on third parties, Amazon invested millions to control its entire supply chain. This allowed it to reduce delivery time, improve accuracy, and guarantee better service. At the time, fast delivery was a luxury. No one expected their package to arrive in just a day or two, but Amazon wanted to change expectations forever. The founder believed that speed would be the ultimate weapon in e-commerce. If people could trust that Amazon would deliver faster than anyone else, they'd keep coming back. This led to the birth of one of Amazon's most powerful weapons, Amazon Prime. Launched in 2005, Amazon Prime was revolutionary. For an annual fee, customers could get unlimited 2-day shipping on millions of products. It was a bold bet. Many people thought it was crazy. How could Amazon afford such fast shipping at such low prices? But the founder wasn't thinking about short-term profit. He was building loyalty. Prime wasn't just a shipping program. It was a membership. It created a psychological bond between the customer and the company. People who joined Prime didn't just shop more, they became fans. Prime members were more likely to make Amazon their default shopping destination. And once they experienced the convenience, they rarely went back to other stores. Amazon's strategy was clear: make customers happy, make their lives easier, and make sure they never need to look anywhere else. Around this time, Amazon also made another powerful move, expanding its product catalog far beyond books and electronics. The company added clothing, home goods, toys, furniture, and eventually almost everything a person could want. From toothbrushes to televisions, Amazon became the digital supermarket of the world. But while everyone saw Amazon as an online store, the founder was thinking on a completely different level. He didn't just want to sell products. He wanted to build infrastructure that would support other businesses too. This idea gave birth to Amazon Web Services, AWS, in 2006. At first, AWS didn't make headlines. It was a cloud computing platform designed to help developers run websites and apps without needing expensive servers. But behind the scenes, it was becoming one of the most profitable moves Amazon had ever made. AWS allowed startups and large companies alike to build their businesses on Amazon's technology. This meant two things. Amazon was earning massive revenue from other companies using its infrastructure. Amazon was quietly becoming a technology powerhouse, not just a retailer. Meanwhile, Amazon's international expansion was in full swing. The company entered Europe, Asia, and other regions with the same obsession for speed, low prices, and customer trust. It didn't matter whether someone lived in New York, London, or Tokyo. The mission was the same: deliver what they want, faster than anyone else. But with growth came competition. Walmart, eBay, Alibaba, and other giants tried to catch up. Some thought Amazon's dominance was temporary. But they underestimated one thing: Amazon's culture. Inside Amazon, Employees were trained to think like owners. They weren't just doing jobs. They were solving problems and building systems to make the company stronger. The founder's famous Day One philosophy was everywhere. He told his teams again and again, "If we act like it's day two, we die." Day one is about being agile, fast, and customer-obsessed. This mindset kept Amazon dangerous, not in a negative way, but in a way that made it impossible for competitors to relax. Amazon moved fast. It experimented constantly. Some ideas failed, but others changed the game completely. One example was Kindle. Amazon's own e-reader launched in 2007. When Kindle arrived, it wasn't just a new device, it was a revolution in publishing. Amazon allowed people to download books instantly without ever stepping into a bookstore. Within months, Kindle became a global phenomenon. Millions of people switched from physical books to digital reading. But the real genius was how Kindle was connected to Amazon's ecosystem. Every Kindle was a direct door to Amazon's bookstore. Every book purchased was money going back into Amazon's world. While other companies were fighting for market share in one product, Amazon was quietly building an entire universe, a platform that connected shopping, reading, entertainment, and technology. By the late 2000s, Amazon's revenue was climbing fast. Millions of customers trusted it with their money, their data, and their daily lives. Prime was growing rapidly. AWS was making billions, and Kindle had become a symbol of digital transformation. But behind the success, the company's leadership remained paranoid, in a good way. The founder always warned, customers are loyal, right up until someone offers them something better. That's why Amazon never slowed down. It was always one step ahead, improving its delivery network, making its website smarter, and building new services that customers didn't even know they needed yet. As the 2010s approached, Amazon was no longer just an online bookstore. It was a global empire built on one simple principle: obsess over the customer. But the biggest transformation was still to come. Amazon was about to enter industries no one expected. It was about to disrupt retail, entertainment, logistics, and even artificial intelligence, all at the same time. And the world was about to witness the true power of Amazon. Welcome to our free learning university, Next Generation. In the previous parts, we explored how Amazon started from Jeff Bezos' garage and became a rapidly expanding online bookstore. But now, we enter the chapter that truly transformed Amazon into a global e-commerce empire, a name that redefined the way the entire world shops. As Amazon's early years turned into explosive growth, Bezos realized something crucial. The real potential wasn't just in selling books, it was in selling everything. This insight sparked a massive transformation. Amazon began adding electronics, clothing, beauty products, home goods, and eventually even groceries. Every new category added more customers, and every new customer added more data. Bezos was building not just a store, he was building a marketplace that could predict what you wanted before you even searched for it. By the early 2000s, Amazon had perfected its recommendation algorithm. It didn't just show random products. It studied customer behavior, purchase history, browsing time, and trends. This strategy created something revolutionary: personalized shopping. When customers logged in, it felt like the site already knew them. But behind this smart system was something even more powerful: Prime. When Amazon launched Amazon Prime in 2005, few understood how game-changing it would be. For a yearly fee, customers could get unlimited free 2-day shipping. That one decision made Amazon nearly unstoppable. It turned casual buyers into loyal, lifelong members. Over time, Prime added music, movies, and TV streaming, becoming a full-blown digital ecosystem. Then came the biggest shift of all: AWS, Amazon Web Services. In 2006, Amazon did something bold. Instead of keeping its massive server power to itself, it started renting out computing resources to other companies. This side business exploded into one of the largest cloud infrastructure platforms in the world. Today, AWS earns billions annually and powers everything from small startups to major corporations and governments. Amazon's strategy was clear: dominate every layer of the shopping experience: logistics, pricing, speed, technology, and convenience. They built fulfillment centers near major cities, automated warehouses with robots, and optimized delivery routes to make sure packages arrived as fast as possible. Their famous Smile logo boxes became a symbol of reliability, Jeff Bezos also knew how to think long-term. While competitors were focused on short-term profits, Amazon often accepted losses in new markets just to secure dominance. This is why Amazon could enter industries others feared. The company expanded internationally, moving into Europe, Asia, and beyond. They created Amazon Fresh, Amazon Go, and even started investing in drone delivery. Amazon Echo and Alexa brought AI into homes, making ordering even easier. You could just say it, and it arrived at your door. But with this enormous growth came criticism. Workers raised concerns about conditions in warehouses, governments questioned the company's size and influence, and competitors accused Amazon of unfair dominance. Bezos faced political pressure, media investigations, and legal scrutiny. Yet Amazon's momentum didn't slow. It adapted. It improved warehouse tech, revised policies, and continued innovating faster than the competition. By 2021, Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO, passing the torch to Andy Jassy, the man behind AWS. This move symbolized Amazon's transformation from an online bookstore into a tech giant. Bezos shifted his focus to Blue Origin, his space company, but Amazon kept growing globally. Amazon today isn't just a company, it's a part of daily life. It delivers packages faster than ever, streams entertainment, powers the internet with cloud services, and even enters healthcare and AI. It has changed the habits of billions. The story of Amazon is a story of relentless innovation, fearless expansion, and visionary leadership. Jeff Bezos saw what others couldn't, a future where anyone, anywhere, could buy anything with a single click. And that vision turned into the largest e-commerce empire the world has ever seen. From selling books in a garage to conquering the global market, Amazon proved that big dreams, data-driven strategy, and obsession with customer experience can build something the world will never forget.